All right, hopefully everybody can hear me. Um, so yeah, this is it. This is it. Um, this is the talk show, ladies and gentlemen. This is what this shit is. This is officially what this is. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and wait to get some people up in here. Let me see if I can change some stuff around. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up with them boys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go ahead and see if this works. Okay, yep, yeah, we're working good. We are working fine. We're working great. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for some people to get up in here. I'm just gonna wait because it could very well take a minute. So I'm gonna do that. I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, son of a bitch. Where the fuck did I? Now, where oh where did I leave my thing? Hold on, let me go ahead and see if I could fix this. All right, I'm gonna see if this works. Hold up. Oh, we already got Alex up in here. What's going on, man? Shit. Shit. There we go. Gotta flip that around. Mm. Oh no. All right, I'll be back. Hold up. Oh shit. All right, yeah, so we got some topics for yo ass. We got topics. We got topics. Oh, let me go ahead and see. So yeah, first and foremost, yeah, the past few months, I've been experimenting um, with different kinds of like content. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I felt like at least we're in the beginning stages now, and I felt like it's, you know, kind of been something that was worth trying to do, um, but we have to keep going in that direction. Um, and in general, like, dude, it's like it's so it, I don't know how to describe it. It is, what is it? It's at some points it seems very very discouraging almost to like to do your own thing, at first, but like somehow some way the reaction videos were the thing that blew my channel up. Uh and I mean obviously it really didn't blow up at all per se, compared to other people on the internet that have actually got themselves to the point of blowing up, but uh I consider this a pretty good start. It's a lot better than a lot of other people. There's other people out there that are struggling to even get a single view from another fucking person. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that kind of a person, especially because I want the internet be to be my career. I want to entertain. I want to be an entertainer. I want to be involved with music. I want to have a career in music. I want to be able to have a career in, you know, audio engineering and like, all this other stuff that's self-taught pretty much. You know what I mean? And, I'm working on it, I mean, it's a hobby right now, obviously. I mean, like I'm striving to get there with making it a career. And I don't see failure being an option. I just see it as, like something that just happens. If it happens, I just have to accept it. Just like every fucking thing else I've ever had to accept, but you don't ever like actually, you don't ever actually like fail at anything, which is like, which is like what they never tell you as a kid, because like me growing up, failure was like the biggest punishment to me, and I was a perfectionist, and like I was doing this and doing that and this, that, and the other, and like I couldn't see myself failing, but I failed at a lot of things anyway. I was just so overcome by like shame every time something happened, and I didn't understand why I felt that way, you know. But time went on, and it got a lot easier for me to just accept the fact that I'm not going to be one of these people. You know what I mean? Like every other human being, every other living thing that has ever existed, like that's all we do is learn. That's all we do is learn from our lessons. You know what I mean? Like, there's no such thing as failures. There's no such thing as making mistakes. That shit's not existent. You know what I'm saying? That's just petty type shit that we've normalized. And I honestly think it's fucking ridiculous. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. Just with everything else that human beings have ever done, I will never understand why we have to have wars. I will never understand why we have to be so fucking mean. I don't understand, like, where the fucking the animosity comes from people. I don't understand why it has to be so difficult to understand that you don't have to be yelling at somebody in order to correct them. I don't understand why, when it became so difficult to be a decent human being. You know what I mean? And I don't think some people are ever going to learn how to be any of that. Are going to learn how to be any of those things. And it's so goddamn, like, you know, it's so strange because, like, you look at yourself and, you know, just like how I look at me, you know, everybody looks at themselves, you know, because everybody that, you know, is kind and courteous and respectful, the general consensus is, you know, everybody looks at themselves as somebody who's respectful. Everybody looks at themselves as, you know, this is the stuff that I was taught growing up, and I'm expecting everybody to be the exact same way, you know, because we all have to live around each other. We have to be tolerant of each other. You know what I mean? But I think public school was the first slap in the fucking face for me that it's not always like that. You know what I mean? Like, when I was in school, man, like, there was hold up. What's this notification? Oh, goddamn. He found me. That boy found me. I need to start putting up my social medias. No, fuck that. Fuck that. No. I'm already on the biggest social media platform of them all. I don't need to be, like, filling up my screen, which is already advertising my talk show, with 1,000 fucking links to social medias that people aren't even gonna fucking, like, watch anyways or check out anyways. You know what I mean? They'll just, like, follow me and then, like, never do anything, you know? But yeah, you know, if anybody wants to check me out, I'm on here. You know, this is where everything happens. This is where the madness happens. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just like, so anyway, yeah, back to public school. I think public school was the first ever experience that I had as a kid growing up. When I went to school for the first time, yeah, you found me, motherfucker. God damn it. I don't know how the fuck you did that, but Jesus Christ. I don't know how you did that. Oh my God. Let me check if I'm fucking recording. God damn it. Am I recording? No, I'm not. We can start recording. I can make it like a funny moments type thing. But yeah. So it's like I don't know, man. It's weird. The fucking, like, public school was the first time that I had ever experienced, like, the reality that people in general, not everybody knows how to fucking be nice. That was the biggest fucking slap in the face for me, honestly. I think honestly, like, that was a huge fucking wake up call for me. 'Cause I was just like, wait, so you're telling me I gotta be stuck in buildings for the next 12 years of my life being surrounded by a bunch of people who, some of whom may or may not be fucking nice to me or anybody else for that matter. You know what I'm saying? There was kids that were challenging the teachers and like getting kicked out of class. By the time I was in middle school, I was seeing all the high school kids fucking walk their fucking asses down to the office because they got kicked out of class. And I knew this because people that I was sitting at the lunch table with were asking their older friends what had happened, and they were just like, I got kicked out, you know. And then when you hear about that shit, you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I could never fucking ever imagine doing something so stupid and petty to get kicked out of a classroom. Like, dude, we're all here. We're all trying to do the same thing. But it just so happens to be you that acts like that. You know, getting into fights and shit. But fights never happened when I was in high school. Actually, no, I take that back. There was a couple. One of my friends, Jordan, he learned that the hard way. Damn. Come on, man. Learn that the hard way. God damn it, man. But yeah, you know, it's just like my one friend Jordan, man, he just like, he fucking, dude, he like soccer punched the shit, like, not soccer punch, but like sucker punched the shit out of this one kid. Never lost. He sucker punched the shit out of this kid because he was talking to his significant other at the time, and they were dating, and they were together, and this one guy was talking to him, not in like a friendly way, but like more so of like kind of flirting with her a little bit, and he even started like grazing her hair with his fingers and shit like that, you know, not thinking anything of it. And it was just, you know, it was just like, you know, me, I went to go to my locker. I turned the corner. This motherfucker's just like punching the shit out of this dude. Nobody got knocked out. Nothing. There's no bleeding. There's no injuries. The only thing I saw was my friend and the dude that he punched getting dragged by the wrist down to the office by one of the teachers. And, you know, it was like, I think it was like a week or so after that, that friend. He had a comment down. I mean, dude, shit, honestly, I mean, like, you know, yeah, 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 I'm not gonna lie, you know, especially after, like, if she told him that she had a significant other and he started doing that, like, dude, come on, man, like, no, man, just do what I did. Just do what I did, motherfucker. Just like go up in your room and just wank it. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and give a nice little jack off session. You know, just have a nice little session going on. But yeah, it's just like fucking. Well, see, that's the thing, though. It's just like, I don't know if she had told him. He should have just went, yeah. He should have just did that shit in the bathroom when he had the chance, man, in between classes. He would have been in there for a minute. He would just be like, man, look, I got my stomach's acting up. I got to go to the bathroom. Just do your thing in there, man. But yeah, so it's like, you know, and then like, you know, I saw shit like that. And then like about a week or so after all this had happened, like the dude, you know, my friend Jordan, comes up to me and he's just like, I really hope that us doing that, you know, me and everybody, cause there was a lot of other people that I was friends with at the time that I'm not friends with anymore. Cause they're all fucking pieces of shit. Like, like he was just like, I really hope that us doing this stuff doesn't make you think of anything else of us. And I was just like, you guys are the one that you're making these decisions, not me. I'm trying to get through it. Like, this is my last year. I'm not trying to fuck up anything. It doesn't matter if I'm on the last tail end of whatever. If you think I'm going to jeopardize me finally graduating after being in the educational system for 12 years of my life, you got me fucking just toe up from the flow up drunk. Okay? You got me on some kind of special made crack that you only get from the bayous of Louisiana. New Orleans. Dude, that's your final year, dude. Dude, you gotta keep your head in a very, very clear state of mind. You gotta isolate yourself, and you gotta focus on you. You gotta focus on what's important right now, man. You'll get through it. That's it. That's what you gotta do. You gotta hunker down. You gotta get shit done. Ah, motherfucker. You gotta get shit done. There's this weighted ball. Oh, damn. That shit hurts. Jesus Christ. I'm still looking for my cup. I don't even know where the fuck it even went. Where the fuck? I guess it's nowhere. Weighted ball. Hell yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hunker down and focus. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from, just in general, like, just fix yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself in order, man. But yeah. And it was situations like that in public school where, I was like, my whole entire time that I was growing up and in school, I was in such a state where, like, I felt like I was almost imprisoned. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like I was just stuck there. You know what I mean? And I felt lonely at times. You know what I mean? Even though that, like, there was this whole class of kids that I was going to school with anyway. But it was also because of the fact that, like, I was struggling with socializing. You know what I mean? I was one of those kids where I got done with school at the end of the day and I came home and played video games with my brother and hung out with everybody at home. I didn't really have, like, that much of a social life up until, like, high school. And then after that, yeah. Man, you in a group of people. Damn. I'm lucky if I get to I'm lucky if I get to talk to be around one other person. You know what I mean? Or one other person other than, like, my family and stuff. Like, but, like, generally, like, when I talk like that, it's more so me being like people that I'm not around already. People that I don't know, or don't know as well. But obviously, since high school, things have gotten a lot better. I now have a social life. And I'm doing pretty well for myself, considering how fucked up the state of the world is. Like, I could be in a shithole right now. I mean, my friend group at school has 7, including me. Jesus fucking Christ. That's the only amount of friends I really need. Damn that! I bet those fucking what part of England are you like in? Like, are you in like London, or are you like somewhere else? Are you like Wales? Uh, Birmingham, Scotland, like around that area? London. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Damn. That's got to be rough. I can't imagine how fucking big those schools are. I can't imagine that shit. I cannot imagine that. Jesus Lord Almighty. I, man, yeah, I've never. I think the only big city. Oh yeah, by a long shot. Yeah, see, like that's the thing too, man. It's just like where I am at. Like basically, think. Okay, so what the fuck would like an equivalent be over in England of where it is that I live? Well, I kind of live in a suburb, but it's a borough. It's called a borough. Like I kind of like am able to give you this idea. Like it's just like there's there's a village. It's like it's very very little people, like as minimal as there could be. Then there's a borough. Then there's a town. And then there's like more of like a suburb neighborhood. And then excuse me. And then there's like a more intertwining with like the nearest city, and then there's like inner city life that everybody knows about. So I'm more of like at the bottom of it. I'm like at a borough level, like, and there's a lot of rural farmland around where I live, around the borough. So what the fuck, what the fuck would that be like? Yorkshire or fucking Birmingham? No, not Birmingham. Birmingham's fucking Birmingham. So, like Cheltenham or whatever the fuck it's called, wherever the fuck that Richard Hammond's from, wherever the fuck that dude's from, you know, wherever he's from, where all the goddamn, where all that shit is. But yeah, yeah. So like, public school was my first experience with being around a bunch of people, and I eventually opened myself up after Gordon Gordon Ramsay. Um, what the fuck's one of his lines that I like? I don't think you. I don't think you actually cook. If you can't cook a fucking mussel, yeah, yay. No, I hate the fucking "it's raw" quote. I fucking hate that shit. Everybody overhypes that quote so goddamn much. Um, that is just like, there are so many things that are overlooked by that. I got a fucking email. What do you want? Okay, affirm. Shut the fuck. Jesus Christ. All right, my Affirm account is Bing. Um, Public school was like the first experience of me like knowing that there's some people out there that just fucking suck. Like there are some people out there that like I just absolutely hate. Um, but you know, through me having trouble with socializing and me being on the spectrum and stuff like that, and me going to therapy for multiple years when I was a kid, and like having a child therapist around and stuff like that, you know I I fucking, that helped me, which is good. But like there's obviously still some work to do. Now I think that now that I'm grown up, I think This is actually going to be the time for me to catch up on all the social life that I missed out on, and like the socializing that I wasn't able to really do because like I was so fucking focused on school. You know what I mean? Um, and that's gonna be the kind of the time where I play catch up. You know what I mean? But like only with the right people, man. Like anybody that knows me knows that I don't like having a lot of people around. I'm very, I am ever so selective with who it is I want to bring into my life. So if I ever let you in my life, you consider that a fucking blessing, because I have got rid of so many people off the face of the earth, never to be seen again. I've gotten rid of so many people and cut so many people out of my life, man. It's just like, I don't know how, like, you know, like, I'm surprised I didn't become like an antisocial. That's how little I fucking used to socialize, you know, and oh God, what the fuck's going on? This is a juke joint that's been around since. A what? A juke joint? God damn it. I'll consider it a blessing. DW, what? Talk about from Arthur, DW. Ho, 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 ho. But yeah, like, you know, I have some work to do. Uh, and now that Alex, especially, he's here, that's going to be one of the fucking DW don't work. Well, then just say that thing, cuz. Just say it then. Okay, I got two people. Okay, so there's a second motherfucker in here that's like hovering. Um, but yeah, so it's like, I got some work to do on my end, and I think that especially over the next couple of years, I think that you're gonna like, everybody on here is gonna see that uh, things with me, especially, um, like this whole internet thing is gonna be getting pushed in a completely different direction as time goes on, and I think that this whole internet thing is going to be like changing, with me, in the way that I do things. Obviously not be completely out of the loop, but I already live in my own little corner of the world where I'm away from all the fucking chaos. And I want to keep it that way because this is the kind of solidarity that somebody like me needs. And everybody fucking needs it, man. It's just like, you don't like, I would hate, oh, Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. I gotta go find my cup. God damn it. I gotta find my shit. Where are you at? Where are you? We're back. You need to urinate? I mean, shit. That's gonna be me soon. God damn it. But yeah, you know, that's just like the general plan of everything. Fucking god damn it. Da, 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 da. Sha la 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 la. Barsha Motan Vaka. Stupid shit. You need to go away. Alright. My boy's back. But, alright, check this shit out. This is what your boy is going to be working towards the next couple of years. Where's it at? What's like the best picture I have up here of this? This one. This is it. Right here. The WRX. This fucking thing is amazing. This fucking thing right here. Where's it at? There we go. This fucking thing right here. I honestly think it's practical. Everything about it's practical. It's a sport sedan. A very sporty car. It's all-wheel drive. It's Subaru all-wheel drive. So it's a really good all-wheel drive system. It's still got power behind it. It still has performance. It is very, very practical. You could do so much with these. You know, if you want to go off-roading, that's what you do is like lift it up a bit and put bigger tires on and bigger wheels on, and like if you want to put a roof rack on it, you can. You know, like you could go off-roading in these. You know, if you want to do a rally race in these, you could do that. You know, if you just like, if you want to have like a comfortable, you know, if you want to have a comfortable vehicle to take a road trip in, you know, across the United States, you could do that kind of shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's more, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, let me go and switch it over there. And switch you back. Ew, no. What the fuck? No. Nope. Where you at? There we go. All right. But yeah, dude, it's a very, very nice car, and I want to be able to trade in my Subaru. Oh shit, yo, what's up, McConaughey? How is everything fucking going, my boy? But yeah, so that's the kind of car that I really want to get. Of course, Matt, like I love the Subaru Outbacks, I love the Foresters, I love the Crosstreks, and you know, like all of that, and you know, like I love those cars, man. But it's just like I want to be able to have something that's kind of like an all-in-one package, you know, something that has power, something that is capable, something that is practical, something that is like versatile, you know, and a WRX is very, very much that, you know, because like if I wanted to lift it up a few inches off the ground, I could do that, you know, like if I wanted to invest in it and get to the point where I could fucking, I could do all of these things and make it like the ultimate fucking driving machine. I could absolutely do those things, you know. It's just like, is it like, is it going to be worth it with my current car? No, I don't think so, because it's a hatchback. Like, it's not meant to do a whole lot. It doesn't have a whole lot of power under the hood. It doesn't have so many different things. Like, it's bare bone naked. Um, but anyway, but yeah, so we got some people coming up, and we got Mr. McConaughey up in the stream. But yeah, anyway, so that's the car I'm looking to be getting, is the Subaru WRX. Probably within the next couple of years, I want to plan on getting a WRX, which is going to be very, very nice. Those cars are super reliable. Very, very dependable, durable, practical, versatile. You can do so much with them. They're an all-in-one package. They're the only, like, they're the only sports car performance vehicle that I think is practical. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't take a Mustang off road. You can't take a Mustang on a round trip. You can't, you can't, you know, you can't have a decent fuel economy with a Ford Mustang. You can't do any of that. You know, with a Land Rover, for example, you can't do any of that. You know, Land Rovers, like, their engines are shit. Like, you know, they're, I mean, of course you could fucking take them anywhere, but they're not reliable. You know, reliability is the ultimate thing, where, like, if you can do something with it, it better get you to where you need to go. You know, that's one of those cars that's always going to leave you stranded. You know, there's actually a joke behind people who have Land Rovers that, you know, Land Rover's been making people owners mechanics since whenever the fuck, since whenever Land Rover started, you know? Hold up, I'm checking some out. Aw. But yeah, anyway, um, so, there's that. Uh, it's, you know, your dad drives a Mercedes. Jesus Christ. I mean, same thing applies, man. Same thing applies. Good luck trying to do anything on that car. Like, dude, you like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take it that your dad's got some money. Then I'm gonna take it as that. I'm gonna take it that your pop's got money. Your pops is a breadwinner. I'm gonna take it as that. But I take it that, like, Mercedes are probably such a common thing. But what would you recommend as your first? Okay, so what I would recommend as your first car, and a couple of them are going to be seeming pretty frumpy type of cars. Um, he's got money. Shit, he better be putting some of that money to the side to pay for that thing, dude. Because Mercedes ain't cheap. Uh, what do I recommend as your first? Okay, so I would probably recommend anything Japanese at this point. Um, Anything Japanese, anything made in Japan. anything actually like made in Japan. And you'll know this because whenever you open the door of the driver of like the driver's side door, it should have a VIN number for the vehicle on there. Now, if you look on the VIN number and the VIN number does not start with J, that's a very, very clear giveaway that that car is not going to be made as well as if it were to be made in Japan. Honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter what type of Japanese car brand it is. If it's not made in Japan, I would not buy it. What about Ford? If it isn't a pickup truck, don't buy it. And you guys don't have pickup trucks in Europe, so I'm not going to recommend that. The pickup, like Ford's pickup trucks are like the only thing that last. Like I've gotten this compliment from like pretty much every like reliable source and every reliable car brand out there is that the Ford pickup trucks are like the only thing that Ford makes that they still make well. Like they will still last. Subaru, yeah, Subaru is Japanese. Same thing applies there. If you do not see the letter J, JF as the first two letters in the fucking in the like on the VIN number, then don't buy it. Which is the hold on. I'm going to look at this real quick. Because I have the Carfax app, and what I could do is look at what the VIN number for the WRX is specifically, because there are certain Subaru models, just like any other car brand, there are certain models that are made outside of the country that that car originated from or that brand originated from. So you got fucking Ford and Toyota and General Motors, completely different parts of the world away from Mexico, but they're taking all of their labor and they're taking that all to Mexico because of the labor costs being so much cheaper. And these people in Mexico are getting paid $7 a day in US dollars, $7 a day for a 12-hour work day to work on vehicles. Now, am I right or wrong to assume that those vehicles are just going to be straight up shit? May I or may I not assume that there's going to be something very, very, very wrong with those cars? Because these fucking companies, man, like a lot of companies, everybody's cutting corners with how it is that they're doing this stuff. You know what I mean? All right, let me see. There's this one Subaru that I'm looking at on Carfax. Let me see what the VIN number is. Let me see what the VIN number is. Let me see this shit. Yep, the WRXs are, in fact, made in Japan. The VIN number starts with JF1. So that is another reason why I want to get a WRX, is because it is made, assembled, and made in Japan. Now, the Impreza hatchback that I have, it, like, the parts were made in Japan. But all the parts were sent over to the United States in the Subaru plant in Illinois to be assembled there. Damn right, Japanese cars last long fucking time. And like, they are such efficient and powerful and reliable vehicles. You know, they're not flashy like a Ferrari and, you know, fast like a Bentley or like a McLaren or anything like that. They're not like screaming, you know, flashy, you know, hey, look at me over here or whatever, because they're not supposed to win a beauty contest. At the end of the day, a Toyota is going to outlast me, my kids, and maybe even my grandkids. You know? That's what they're meant to do. A Mercedes, it might last 20 years. Even the old ones, man. Even like all the old ones that are in like being used in like all these third world countries, like all the old Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? They're still driving around. German engineering used to be good. You know, that was before they put all of the electronics in their cars now. And, you know, even like my parents are like they get so fooled like when they see like Mercedes advertisements come on TV and like they're just like, oh my God, look at that. And I'm just like, no, no, hell no. This is what they do. They suck you in, man. They want you to go for that logo. Everybody gets stuck with the Mercedes-Benz and BMW and Volkswagen and all that other shit. McLaren, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and dude, like a Lamborghini Countach from like the 80s was notorious for always leaking some kind of fluid. Audi is the same thing. You know, but you get a Honda Civic, a sports Honda Civic with a turbocharger in it, and it will last you your entire fucking life. You know, or get an Acura or a Lexus. You know what I'm saying? Because like those are actually two good luxury car brands. Those are amazing. Dellerman. Hell yeah, man. He fucking shows a good car. Yeah, Civic. Yeah, man. It's just like, dude, like those hatchback sports are fucking amazing. You know, like everybody gives Deller shit for fucking like him having a Civic or whatever. He created his following. People will literally like bully you and shit all over you for anything that you do. He created that. So there's that. Now with German engineering, German cars used to like actually like the old German cars like BMWs and shit. The old ones aren't so bad. Hyundai fucking sucks. No. No. You want to talk about driving plastic? Hyundai and Kia. Those are the two Korean car brands. Those are the only two Korean car brands. It literally feels like you're driving a toy car with how fucking flimsy that these things are made. And how brittle and how how easily they break. Like, dude, it is revolting getting in one. It's like there are so many people around where I live, especially here in the northeastern part of the United States, where the winters are terrible. So bad, in fact, that we have made international headlines dozens of times because of our winters. We've gotten talked about over in Germany, apparently, specifically where I am at. I'm not going to disclose where I'm at because it's nobody's business, but it's in the northeastern United States. Okay, VW, Volkswagen, same thing. Same thing. They used to be like the engineering on a lot of German-made vehicles used to be like on point, you know. But like we're at the point now where, Volkswagen is the exact same thing. But like we're getting to the point now where the first time in almost 40 years, Volkswagen is having to shut down factories in other countries because they can't afford labor costs because nobody is buying their cars. especially the electric Volkswagens. Like who wants to buy anything electric right now? Not even just a car, anything. Skoda. I didn't. We don't have any. We don't have that in the United States. We don't have any Skodas. Citroën, we don't have that either. Last time I know, Citroën is shit. I've been taking the Top Gear, the Grand Tours host lineup. I've been taking all their words for it that Citroën is one of the worst car brands in history. Because you guys got to live with it over there. I'll take your word for it. You know, Skoda, I don't know about. Toyota's the top. Toyota is like the top brand when it comes to reliability, like in general. They make practically every kind of vehicle known to man. They last forever. Like, they're renowned all over the world with how fucking just amazing they are. You know, you got people in fucking Africa, like, the only thing that they'll ever buy is a Toyota because they want something that's going to last them. They want something that's going to be there. They want something that's never going to break down. They want something that is easy to work on and maintain, and, you know, so they get a Toyota. They choose wisely. You know, I've been thinking about getting that as my next vehicle, whatever my next vehicle is going to be. I want to probably get like a 4Runner. How do I put this? I would rather pick at my toenails until I bleed than buy a Tesla. I would literally jump into a, what the fuck is that? What fucking disease is that Jeremy talked about? Jeremy Clarkson talked about? Taliban. At least 800 killed in 6.0 magnitude earthquake in Afghanistan. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Indonesian protests. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, I would literally rather swim in a river that is just like slathered in fecal matter than buy a fucking, or even touch a fucking Tesla. Like, dude, I would rather do just about anything. Like, I would rather climb Mount Everest than a Tesla. That's pretty much it. Mini. Bleh. What the fuck is it? What good is a Mini? Same thing with Jeep. Shit makes me fucking throw up. Shit's revolting. Jaguar, same thing. What good is it? You see, that's the thing, man. It's just like, they try to like, especially with like all those like big brand, like luxury branded cars and stuff. They just like, that so many people get suckered into that thing, man. It's like when the snow starts to fall, or when you start to go places, you start to travel, you start taking your car off road, you're going to need something that is built for that. You know, I've always chose like the Toyota Tacoma or the 4Runner as an option for that. I've always taken like the Subaru Outback as an option for that. You know, that's another thing too you could do, is just like, you could literally, like, if you have like a sedan or a hatchback, preferably, you should probably do this with, excuse me. But like, if you have like a hatchback or something and you want to lift it, you can get it lifted. It's called a lift kit. it literally lifts your car further up in the air, so you're higher, and so that you're not constantly going over, bumping and like grinding over everything. You know, it's there just so that you have it. 1 liter hybrid. Jesus Christ. Like, I would love to meet the engineer or the business corporatized crony that came up with this idea of a 1 liter vehicle. 1 liter, I would understand if it was like a Honda, like a bike, like a motorcycle or something, or like a dirt bike, or like a quad, like a 4x4. Deller's cut. No. Those Civics are like, those Civics have a much bigger. Yeah, like they're so much more practical. They actually have like the size right and stuff like that. But yeah, like not every car though is, like there's like some Toyota Prius like hybrids that are like fucking lemons, like they're just absolute fucking like Los Angeles City go-getter cars. I think my grandma's wheelchair. No, like those Civics are fucking out, dude. Like Honda has some of like the best engines in the world, better than Toyota even. Like Honda's engines are fucking made to like do anything pretty much. Hell yes. But yeah, it's just it's you know it's fun. What the fuck? But yeah, man, it's like, it's fucking, goddamn it. It's like, it is like so like hard to talk to people about vehicles because like, because like, because like obviously not everybody knows like what kind of vehicles to go for, and like, which ones to avoid and stuff like that. They just see a car and they go for it, which is like instinctual. You see a car and you have the opportunity to buy it, you buy it. You don't think about like, oh, the all-wheel drive system, is it going to be able to like, is it going to break down on me? Is it going to be expensive? Is it going to be, is it going to cost me an arm and a leg just to be able to do basic shit? Like, dude, a fucking Bugatti Chiron, an oil change for a Bugatti is $20,000. 20 that is a whole ass used car for how much money you will be spending on a fucking oil change. Oh god. Oh shit. Hold on. Fucking goddamn it. He just sent me goddamn fucking God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. How to tell if a wrestler's on juice. Yeah, I think I think that's gonna be our next topic, is like juicing up. Uh, I think that, um, I think fucking I think me and Alex know, because we work out. I'm still recovering from my workout from 2 days ago. Um, Me and Alex know that, like, it actually takes time to get ourselves into shape, to get yourself into shape, you know. And yeah, like with the steroids and shit, that's just another artificial thing that us humans have fucking created, like artificial flavoring. It tastes amazing right now in the moment, but completely forget the fact that it's literally doing nothing for you. In fact, it's probably killing you eating and consuming things that are artificial. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, like fucking, there are so many fucking wrestlers I watched growing up. Some of them had to be fucking like on steroids. They had to be. Like Batista, for example. That boy had to be on fucking steroids. I think most people in the I mean, dude, shit. I mean, even if somebody was working out every single day, like that is dedicated. Like Batista, Triple H, those dudes at one point or another in their career were on steroids. And I just don't fucking understand. Like Scott Steiner fucking, that dude was dumb. Like actually, that dude did not know how to fucking maintain himself. He gets like all fucking like steroided, juiced up, and he fucking like, the dude like it was so injury prone when he was a wrestler. And like the fucking, you see him now, the dude's like a twig, but you see like Triple H and Batista, like now they're still in fucking, like Batista fucking dropped a lot of weight, but that's because he actually like dedicated himself to dropping weight, but only he knows how to be able to bring himself to the table and get all of that mass put back on, I mean, obviously it's probably with some kind of like HDH or fucking testosterone injections, you know what I'm saying? To be able to do shit like that. Brock Lesnar for sure was on everything at the start of his career. Because like fucking Vince Cuntman was like so much addicted to like big beefy boys in the fucking locker room. He's always had that obsession with like big sweaty muscular men. Like the dude has a fucking hard on for men of that magnitude. Yeah, Vince Kennedy Cuntman, exactly who he is. Dude's like the absolute piece of shit. Like, oh yeah. If you were a part of the, if you were a wrestler at one point or another, you were on that shit. I don't think there's a single person that I could name that wasn't on steroids at some point in their career. I can't think of one person, one professional wrestler in the history of wrestling that was not on juice. That was not on steroids. Do I think John Cena was on steroid? Fuck yes. Everybody was. Everybody was. And that's the fucked up part about it. They were all consuming that. Yeah, Randy Orton, I don't know about him. I don't know, man. I don't think he was. I don't think Orton's got to be one of those exceptions, man. I don't think he was. I just think that because of the fact that he was like a third generation professional wrestler, he already had that within his genetics. So like because of the fact that he was so amazing in the ring, I think it was just because of the fact that I think that's just because of his heritage and where he came from, and Cowboy Bob Orton and Bob Orton Sr. and like stuff like that. That's kind of it. But like, what the fuck? Eddie Guerrero, yeah, dude, the dude fucking died of a heart attack by the time that he was 40. Not even 40. Dude was 38 years old when he died. And it's said of like, they did an autopsy and they confirmed that it was cardiovascular. He died of a fucking heart attack. The dude, like, you saw his transition from World Championship Wrestling to World Wrestling Entertainment. You saw that transition of his physique. You saw how he looked. He looked like a twig in WCW. But when he came over to WWE, within a few years, he was looking at the exact kind of person that you would not want to fuck around with. Like, hola le vato, shit like that. Like, he was dude was like fucking, I don't know, man. But yeah, it's just like when you get involved in physical activity and you actually are invested in this shit, you hear about like protein and like, all this other like overcomplicated shit that you have to that they say you have to do, and like all this other stuff that people hype up, and they just fucking, they suck people in. And they fucking do this, and they make it look and seem as if like physical activity and being healthy has to be difficult, and it has to be disgusting, and it has to be uncomfortable, and all this other shit. Yeah, he absolutely fucked up Brock Lesnar. The Rock definitely on steroids. Like, you saw when he came back in the 2010s, like later on in like his, yeah, dude, yeah, Rocky, not The Rock, but what the fuck was that? Yeah, Rocky Johnson. Yeah, like that dude, yeah, absolutely. That shit was going on. Man, that shit was like in the 70s and 80s, man. Like everybody was on crack, pretty much. Everybody was on fucking steroids, man. Like there was like the whole steroid scandal back in like the early 90s where World Wrestling Entertainment was accused of, steroid use with their performers. And it's pretty fucking obvious. Because you look at Hulk Hogan when he left World Wrestling Entertainment and went to WCW, like, and you saw the Ultimate Warrior. Those guys weren't looking as big and bulky as they were, but like, a few years after WCW and after Hulk Hogan came back to WWE, you saw how much bigger he actually looked after that, because it all fucking like spewed over, and everybody, they think they want to they wanted everybody to forget about it so we can get juiced up and shit like that. Hulk Hogan absolutely cut down on that. But you could tell he was on it by the time he got back into WWE. I don't think Shawn Michaels was on fucking steroids. Shawn Michaels was on painkillers. That's what he was on. Dude was on painkillers like a motherfucker. That's why he was so impossible to work with, because of the fact that he was literally high on fucking painkillers. Dude was like tweaking. He was a fucking junkie for painkillers. Shawn Michaels has always been lean. Yeah. He's been one of those guys that, like, no matter what. Undertaker, I don't know. He probably was on juice. Something. Probably was. Did I just, like, press record? Yeah, stop recording. What the fuck are you doing? Fucking streaming shit, man. God damn it. But yeah, man. It's like, I don't know. But yeah, just like I said, I'm still recovering from my workout, like, a couple days ago. Kurt Angle admitted to steroid use at the beginning of his career. He admitted to that in an interview. Big Show definitely was. Mark Henry definitely was. Yeah, man. It's just like, there's only a few people who I don't know whether or not they were actually on, like, on any kind of, like, testosterone enhancement or, like, just steroids, and, you know, I don't think they were actually on any of that. I think that, you know, I don't know. Oh, shit. God damn it. Yeah, the new generation. Yeah, man, I don't know, like, what is going on now with WWE. I don't know who any of the people are in WWE, honestly. I know that a lot of them have retired since I was a kid, you know, watching them and stuff, you know, but but yeah, I don't know. Cody Rhodes, I've heard of him. He debuted back in, like, the 2000s, and I remember it very, very vividly. He had a part in the 2008 Royal Rumble where Bent, where you Bent? Where him is? Where's Bent? Where's Badonkadonk? Dude, I think the Miz. Nah, the dude was like, dude, the Miz has always been one of the most annoying people that I have ever watched in professional wrestling. He honestly was. And he like, if he's still in wrestling, he still is. Dude's terrible. Dude's like a heaping pile of shit. I don't understand, like, why people, like, ever liked him. Dude's fucking annoying. Yeah, they label him as the best, but it's just like, it's like, whatever, man. And the GJ, why are you running? Stone Cold, I don't know. That's a solid question. Spike. Dude, like, that dude was like... Dude, like, fucking Spike Dudley, like, never got fucking growth enhancers as a fucking kid. Like, the dude... Jesus Christ. Dude, literally never fucking got that, like, ever at all. He was like there to just like make Brock Lesnar look big and bad, you know? Like that's one of those like moments in wrestling where like they make somebody look mean and intimidating, and you know, like they do that, you know? Kane was absolute, dude, was fucking massive. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people understand like how big 6'11.5" actually is. So 6'11", 327 pounds. Was his biggest. The dude literally body slammed Big Show over his shoulder in 2001 on an episode of Monday Night Raw. Like, no problem. Like, literally picked him up over his shoulder and slammed him into the mat. Like, I don't think anybody could even dream of being that big. Pops, if you want to talk, you could come in here. Well, that's your fucking... Yeah, he threw Big Show out of the, like, he literally picked him up and just like threw him out. What do you mean by that? I don't want to see your big toe. I gotta look at mine anyway. But yeah, dude was insane. Like, I really hope that they realize that Kane could have literally held the WWE title the entire rest of the Attitude Era. And nobody could have touched him. That is how they could have treated him. But no, they put it on, they put the world title on him one time for like a month after like beating Stone Cold Steve Austin in a Hell in a Cell, I believe. No, but like, you know, they put it on him for a month. Completely forgetting the fact that like this dude literally could have held on to that title for years. And nobody would have been able to beat him. Nobody. No matter how much they would have tried, they would have never been able to beat him. Yeah, you know, like they just like, they fucking threw him to the side like it was nothing. You know, like 2010, 13 years after his first title reign, it's only then that he wins the world championship. Like, is that not fucked up? Winning the WWE title, like that's really fucked up. Bret Hart, I respected him. I always thought he was a cool guy, but like, I didn't grow up with him. You know what I mean? No, you didn't. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Really? That's awesome. Huh? What? No. Yeah, dude. Fucking Bret Hart is like was amazing. Um, where is it? There he is. There's Bella. There's clean, fluffy Bella. And she walks away. Okay, now look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Yokozuna. Oh my god. Ew. Oh. Oh my god, that is fucking awful. Oh. That's what the fuck? Farming murder hornets in Vietnam. That's what the fuck? Okay, where is this notification coming from? Can you turn it off, please? There we go. How in the world did Stone Cold beat his? I have no idea. Uh, yeah, that's another match. Great Khali and Yokozuna. We'll never get that match. That is like, that's an easy like 1,000+ pounds of mass up in that fucking ring. Easy. That's fucked up. That's just. Anyway, moving on. Get off of wrestling. Let's talk about some fucking goddamn it. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Only this. Let's look at this. God God damn it. Sha la 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 la. Sha la la la. Nope, no, no, we're done with wrestling. Yep, Andre the Giant Great Khali would have been cool, but we'll never get that. Check Snapchat. Yeah, no, I fucking listen to the goddamn thing, you fucking shit. Fucking. What temperature do you cook cookies at? That's one of the things I Googled. Most cookies are baked between 325 and 375, with 350 being a common and versatile temperature for evenly baked cookies with a soft center. Yeah, I learned my fucking lesson today. Another one has been sent. God damn it. Boom, boom, boom. Anything you want to say? Oh. He don't want to do nothing. All right. And another one going by this. Yeah, I know. Love you too, man. And yeah, wait, hold it. Come here. You're gonna be on soon, right? You're gonna be on the talk show. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, you guys heard it first thing here. Pops is gonna be on the talk show soon. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. Paps. Boom, 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 boom. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go get something to eat. God damn it. Shit. Alright, I'm back. What have I been going on for? Hour 36. Nice. Hour and a half. Nice. Wrinkle the duck. Goddamn dumbass. Mabing. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I'm getting fucking anime titty ads. I'm not this kind of a person that you make me out to be, YouTube. I'm not. God damn it. I'm not. You're never gonna make anybody believe that shit. What the fuck? Lost inside a 20-mile long river cave. Jesus. I hope Rudy Giuliani gets fucking killed. What in the fuck? Playing random... Man, motherfucker, you should be spending more than 5 minutes doing that. What the fucking hell are you doing? The fuck? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, can we, like, turn this off? I don't want to see this. Yes, turn it off. Fuck out of here. I don't want you to see that. I don't want you to fucking see your shit. The deadliest animal in each U.S. state. That's insane. Ball joint removal. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and see what fucking goes into this shit right here. Hold on. That's it? What the fuck? Do I what? Hold your piss for salt. Yeah, man, that's called morning wood. Shit's fucking annoying. It's like I stand there, I'm just like, can I piss? And then I piss, right? And it's just a fucking, dude, it's like Niagara Falls out of my dick. And all in straight view. Another one going, another one going, another one by the boom, 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 boom. Man, fucking the biggest underground chamber ever discovered. Man, we're about to be discovering all kinds of shit next 20 years. Yeah, I did it again. Into the Tobo without pissing, but I also need to ask you something. Have your balls ever started? Dude, you got all that shit from... Dude, Deller's streams fucked us all up. Jesus, Lord Almighty. I think I kind of ran into a wall with shit with shit that I'm talking about. What temperature do you cook cookies at? I just got quoted 11,000 to replace the lower control arm bushing. Jesus Christ, is that... Jesus Christ, yeah, that's... I don't know, man. Jesus Christ. I'm just looking at, fucking, hold up. Hold up, I am just looking at shit. Can I call these motherfuckers? Like, email? Hello? Hello? I'm not a... Meta, I fucking hate you. Alright, cool. My login information's not right. Fuck you. It's 8 to 5. Okay. Alright. Pennsylvania State, PA State, or, safety and emissions inspections. Alignments, tires, tune-ups, oil changes, lift kits, service lights, engine transmission replacements, and many other more. Okay. Okay. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Man, I tried to call these motherfuckers, and they just... Man, they pick up the goddamn phone. They don't have, like, an email or anything that I could get in contact with. Like, anything? Come on, man. Difficult to shop. Some many services. Airbag replace. Oh, what the fuck. Repair and maintenance service people in North County and surrounding areas. Of technology equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on the foreign and domestic vehicles. As Napa Auto Care and TechNet Service certified, which enables us to provide the benefits of established national entity while remaining the personal touch of a family-owned business. Oh, Jesus Christ. We understand that your vehicle is a major investment, and this is why we care for such customer's vehicle as if it were our own. I know that. You guys fucking did that shit for me. God damn it. Okay, virtual webcam app. I'm not doing that any fucking more. Prisms. Boom, 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 boom. And another one going, another one going. This boom, 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 boom. Avidan. Holy shit. Ego factor. What the fuck? No, I'm not. Oh my god. Can you go fuck yourself, man? Jesus. But yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to the end here for this episode. I'll catch up with you guys like next week. Alex, I don't know if you're still here or not, but so couple quick updates before I leave. Reaction videos, I don't know if they're coming back. I don't know. I'm guessing probably not. And I'm going to tell you why. So, like, I understand that reaction videos are what made my channel blow up. I understand that they are, or at least like get some kind of attention. I understand that they are what made my channel what it is right now, you know, but I have bigger goals and I have bigger aspirations and I have bigger things that I want to achieve. You know what I mean? And I think I got to move on from that at some point. So maybe like once in a blue moon, I make a reaction video just so that it's there, you know, just so that it's made. So there's that. But what is to come of my YouTube channel? Well, a couple ideas I've had. I make a separate channel that is all about the whatever the fuckery is that I make now on my channel. This, my main one. And put all of my reactions and all of my other videos and all of my live streams on that channel. And have this channel specifically for music production, for music making, for everything like that. And just have it be that, you know, not limit myself, not do anything, you know. Look at the time. What the fucking goddamn time is it? man. God damn. Oh. Hush. Ew. What the fuck? Why am I getting... Ew. What? What the fuck? Alex, are you here? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Cotton Joe. Ayo, 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 ayo. Couple of goops. Couple of them goops. Big old goops of whatever the fuck that was. Next topic. Yeah, that's kind of like one of the final parts of this. So the next topic. Hold up. I'm gonna put this playing. So what's the next topic? Huh. So what I wanted to touch upon was the what's going to be the future of what I got going on the internet. It's probably this. And music. And honestly, I'm really considering making a separate channel and putting all of these videos, downloading them, getting YouTube Premium, downloading all these videos, and getting them sent over to that YouTube channel, and just have them there. And whatever kind of like talk show episodes I have, or whatever kind of random shit that I have going on, like, I have it on there. You know what I mean? And this channel specifically, I dedicate this to music and my music production and all of that, you know, because that's what I want. That's what I want to do, you know. And, you know, that's the end goal, you know. And continue to invest in music making and all this other shit, you know. But yeah. So Yeah. Uh, but yeah, I'm probably going to be logging off for the night because I am getting really fucking tired. Uh, Jesus Christ, I'm spacing out. Um, you guys can go all the way back to the start of this and fucking like sound when I was a bit more energized, and like fast forward a couple hours later, I am tired as shit. Um, IRL stream, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I've also kind of like just kind of given up on like gaming videos too. Like, nobody, like, that's not where like my strong suit really is right now. You know, I think my strong suit is the IRL streams and the talk show episodes and the music and, you know, stuff like that. You know, more stuff I can incorporate as time goes on, but like if I want to do this, and if like I strive for this, you know, then that's what I'm going to have to do. You know, holy shit. It was fucking 8 goddamn 30 when I fucking started this goddamn live stream. Jesus Lord Almighty. Have my balls just ended up hurting for no reason? Yeah, plenty of times. God. And obviously, like with me doing a talk show and everything, I mean, I hope to be able to, you know, have more like, I wouldn't let her stick a fucking dildo up my ass for free, motherfucker. So like, like that's off the table. That's not gonna happen. That is sure as hell not gonna happen. Fuck that. Dodo up your crack for $1 million. Man, dude, I would just, no. But like also like I hope that with this I create a community of people where I could really like obviously not be fucking weirdos and creeps like Deller's community. You know, like I want it to be of a wholesome type, you know. I want it to be of a very, very like kind-hearted, you know, down-to-earth type of community, you know. And you know, that's just what I want. You know, Alex might not agree with that, but that's what I want for my community. But you know, this is kind of like the start of that, and I think this is going to be me going in the right direction with my plan to do this. And you never know, man, like you could do something and just blow up out of nowhere. Like you don't even know when the fuck it's going to happen too. You know, you make one song, that could be your big break. You know, that could be the song that makes you a well-known person. You know, that could be the song that really blows you up, you know, or that could be the song, or you know, like just, you know, you being involved within a certain community that will make you well known, you know. But obviously, I mean, like, you have to do stuff right. You know, you have to do things accordingly, you know. So this is just kind of like the beginning of the talk show experience, and I think, or the Terrestrial talk show. And I think that next time, I think I'm just gonna put music on in the background just to fill in the white noise. Wong Dong, see, this is this is what the fuck I'm talking about, man. It's just like, I'm over here talking about I want to make a wholesome community, and then just Wong Dong in the fucking chat. Everybody spam Wong Dong. Son of a bitch. But yeah, I think reaction videos are done and dusted. And any kind of reaction videos I have, I just download them and just put them in another channel. And just not make anymore. And just kind of have that be the remnants of what I was at one point on the internet, doing my thing as well as everybody else. And just let it be a mark on my life that that's who I was and who I was working my way up from, by not being that kind of a person. Or not being that kind of, not that way, but like not being the kind of a person that like fucking, you know, sticks to doing that, like that limits themselves, you know, just because they see the success in something that they do, and they just stick with that and not adapt and not be versatile, and, you know, all of those things, you know, because it's, you know, that's career suicide is what that is, you know. And I always thought that it was cool that, like, you know, there are so many people on the radio that have talk shows and stuff like that, and that's the kind of person that I want to be, but I want to do my own thing with them, you know. So hopefully it gets to a point where you heard somebody getting hammered today? Jesus Christ. Man, people got to stop drinking. Like, whose fucking idea was it in Mesopotamia to make alcohol? Like, actually, I want to find out who the relatives are of whoever the fuck made alcohol. And I just want to go in a fucking... Never mind. Never mind. Not going to say it. I'm on the internet. I can't say that. Oh. Alright, so hammered means they were fucking. Like, okay. Damn. You heard the fucking, you heard the clapping. You heard the smacking. You heard the moaning. You heard the gasming. No. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm like, yeah, clipped. But yeah, so, and I also hope that more people start showing up to the streams because I do this. And, you know, they don't, like, I really get myself to become known because I don't want to be this very minimalistic type of person on the internet where, like, nothing I do gets any kind of attention and, you know, stuff like that. And it's just one of those people that, like, you see a video once and you never see them again type of person, you know. I don't want to be that kind of a person. That's why I dedicate so much time into this, and I really hope that it starts to pay off, because there's times, man, where it's just, like, so disheartening to see that there's, like, nobody, you know. And, you know, but, you know, life changes and stuff, and shit just happens, you know. We've been going for over 2 hours, dude. This is fucking insanity. I have, like, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time music playing in the background. It's really nice. But yeah. So this is basically what is going to happen. Basically, fucking more talk shows, more music, more prioritizing music, out with the old, in with the new, and prioritizing me and investing into what I want to make my career, you know, and you know, advertise myself the way that I do. And yeah, this is it. This is like the prenup to what I want to make as as an official thing, you know. So, like, I hope that hundreds of people eventually, you know, get to tuning in, and, you know, like, Alex, I mean, like, you know, tell your mates about your boy, and tell them to tell their friends about it, and share that with them. You know, all of the fucking goofy ass reaction videos that I'm apparently known for around the fucking internet. You know, go ahead and do that, because there's a lot of reaction videos that I have posted when I first started doing reactions that are still getting thousands of views. And it is crazy to look at my YouTube analytics, like, look in YouTube Studio and just go, this was one of your most viewed videos of this month, and it's literally a video I posted years ago. Because people are still clicking on it. People are still watching it. And people are still commenting on this shit. Like, my microphone and my camera quality was at its worst when I first started. You know, now we're kind of like in the middle, you know, like, this is a trooper microphone that I'm using right now to record this shit. Ew. What the fuck? Yo, bro, sent me a shot. I saw my parents were watching The Gentleman today. I don't know how I feel about it. Just all those fucking English dudes, like the toddlers, whatever the fuck they're called. Like, dudes literally, like, are fucking modern day London. Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, so who the fuck is Tom Hardy? What the fuck? My chair's squeaky. I'm sorry, I put like the microphone like in my throat. I literally like deep throated the microphone there for a minute. That's what I was doing. No, you know what? I don't have to branch. I don't have to go in that direction. I don't have to go in that direction, man. Like like whatever I'm interested in is what I'm into, And like if it just so happens that I'm not, you see, this is the thing, okay? Like it doesn't matter like how big of a celebrity or how well known of a person that you become, you will never be as famous as cheese. I can guarantee you no living human being will ever be as famous as cheese. Ever. Everybody knows what cheese is. Everybody has always known what cheese is. Or a cookie. Everybody knows what a cookie is. That's my point. That's my point. Shit's been around for as long as we've been around. And it's been like one of the only things that everybody universally knows what the fuck it is. And I'm making myself hungry talking about this. So I think I'm gonna get food soon. Cause like my body's going into overdrive because my metabolism's like craving anything for fucking food. And I need to put the right stuff in. Oh, so do I ever expect to be as famous as cheese? No. Do I want to make make myself known throughout universally as a fucking decent human being? Yes. Do I strive to do things just like everybody else? Of course. Like, am I just trying to survive like everybody else? Yes. That's where my name comes from, man. That's why I made my name. That's where, that's where the identity comes in. Because Elijah is the first initial of my name, E, and terrestrial, meaning you live on this earth. You are of this planet. And I can understand where people are going to get carried away with the whole ET thing because it makes it look like extraterrestrial, But obviously, there's going to be clearing up of that because we have documented proof that like I'm clarifying what my name means on the internet, and people could just go back and listen to it. I always thought it was... I've never been into that movie. I always thought it was kind of dumb. But yeah, like that's also the other thing too is like with me, like having such a differing opinion compared to a lot of other people. Like, everything that everybody likes, I don't like a lot of those things. Like, and it's, yeah, it's just, it's the honesty. Like, it's fucking, dude, this one time I was fucking streaming at a friend's house, and like these fucking, like, these other like English dudes, these like young dudes were like coming up in the chat, and they were just being like fucking like, oh, it's fucking a trap house, and I've been cleaner trap houses than that, and like, and I'm just like, dude, I'm literally in my fucking garage right now. Like, what the fuck are you on about? Like, what are you fucking yapping about over here, man? And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, people actually think that this is what we, like, this is what this is? I was like, man. I was like, you don't know fucking jack shit. Like, they thought some rundown ghetto looking ass fucking house was the fucking garage that I was inside of. Isn't that like fucking, like, do you not know what a fucking, do you not know what a fucking farm is? Do you not know what a barn is? Have you never been inside a, have you ever seen a garage? Ever? Like, have you ever seen a parking fucking garage? It's like, even that will look closer in comparison to an actual garage than the garage would be looking to like some fucking ghetto ass house. Jesus Christ. You know, some people are just like so fucking caught up in that. That sucks, man. Caught up in that way of thinking and shit. It's just like, it's like, and that's the reason why I want to get involved with music, is because naturally I feel that there has to be some kind of distinguishing thing between reality and what is depicted and what is thought of to be reality. What is the reality of people's lives and what's not, you know, what people are getting tricked and fooled by and what people are living in, you know, because whatever happens on social media is not real. You know, that's what these fucking people like. And that's another thing I'm going to get into is these. Oh my God. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this on. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this. Okay, hear this? Ew. You guys hear that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on real quick. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. Falling asleep. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the Ocarina of Time music in the background. But, like, you know, that's why I want to make music, and why I feel like making music talking about just reality and with living and trying to survive is like such an essential thing, because it distinguishes what actually goes on, you know, in a person's life. And I feel that that could help, because a lot of people they get sucked into the standards of what is on social media, and like, you know, they feel like they always have to like be with a significant other, and they have to have money, and like, you know, they have to have a job, and you know, they have to have all of these expectations about them and shit. Like, that is not what reality is, man. Reality is we're all just trying to survive. Nobody has expectations of anything, you know, and people get fucking caught up in that. And you know, there's all the, you know, there's all like the propaganda behind it, you know, and it's just like it's a nasty game, you know, that nobody should ever get caught up in, because it's a really fucked up game. It is, you know. But yeah, so we've been going for 2 hours and 22 fucking minutes. Like, this is insane. This is like this is an insane first episode. I hope that fucking, like, I hope fucking, like, I hope more people continue to show up, you know, like, that's ultimately like what my goal is to create this community of people, you know, where it is, you know, you have people to communicate with, you have people that reach out to you, and that you reach out to them, and, you know, stuff like that. And it starts with, you know, people like Alex. It starts with people like, you know, Mustafa. It starts with people like that, you know, and, you know, it starts with people like fucking, what the fuck's that dude's name? You know, Lawton. What the fuck's the other dude's name? Fucking, Leapin, whatever the fuck his name is. You know, it starts with those people, you know, and like, with doing a talk show, it makes it a lot easier to be able to interact and be able to talk to people, you know. I'm going to let this go up to 2.5 hours because, shit, fuck it, we're in the final stretch. Might as well, you know, might as well do it. Yeah, might as well do it. Yeah, let's just be real here. I'm never going to be fucking, like, I'm never going to be as famous as Cheese. Let's just be real here. Must be nice. Dude, nobody will ever be as famous as Cheese. You got some people that have come pretty goddamn close. But, like, not me. Not me at all. You know? Definitely not me. And it's kind of one of those things where, you know that money, you know, and fame, like, you know, that just, like, that fucking sucks people up. That turns them into, like, completely different fucking beings. Like, people don't even, like, people, when they get a fucking hold of money and fame, they don't even fucking, like, they don't even walk anymore. They're like, they float. You know? Yeah, man. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm always trying new stuff, and, I post every week. I've been posting every week for years, and, I've just been kind of doing my thing and seeing what's been working and what hasn't, you know. Yeah. And like I think that's one thing that we need to stop normalizing is the grind. You know. You know. I think we need to normalize just being nice to people. Just being courteous. You know. And just being respectful, you know. So I mean, in certain ways I'm not consistent enough, but in other ways I am. You know. Like, I've literally been posting every week for multiple years. Like, at least 3 or 4 years. Like, it's been an experiment to see what does work for me and what doesn't work for me, you know. And I feel like we're in a part of this phase where I'm figuring out what else might be able to work for me and what I aspire to move forward with. You know what I mean? And not just have it be something where it's just guesswork, you know. It's just, you know, that's just it, you know. And, you know, with, you know, like there's a whole thing of critiquing because, like, I am not big on critiquing anybody, you know, but critiquing is just something that people do, you know. And, you know, I've never been able to dish it out, but everybody's been able to dish it out on me and critique me for stuff, you know, whether it's in a healthy way or a non-healthy way, you know, constructive, deconstructive, or you're just criticizing me for just because you're a dick, you know. Like, it's been something I've really struggled with, and I think it just stems from the fact that I was bullied as a kid, you know. I was never used to having friends to go to. I was never used to, like, you know, I was never used to having a social life outside of home. You know, when I went home, that was my safe haven. It always has been, always will be, you know. I never had friends to go to. I never had friend groups, you know. I stayed at home and I hung out with my brother, my brother, you know. That, like, ascends being anything to me. He's my fucking brother. He, just like the rest of my immediate family, mean more to me than anything in this universe ever possibly could, you know. So why the fuck would I, you know, waste my time trying to get to know somebody that I don't even know, and I know that I can't trust and I can't tell them anything, and I know is never going to understand me, you know. That's kind of the way that I still think, you know, which is the reason why I don't have very many friends in the first place, is because I don't see myself being a very sociable person, and I don't want to be, because I want to have my solidarity, and, you know. So maybe that's just it. Maybe everybody just, like, takes me as being an asshole. I don't know, you know, because of the fact that, you know, well, I mean, even if that is the case, then that's on everybody else. You know, that's not the reason. Like, that's not a legitimate reason for you to neglectfully treat somebody. That's not a legitimate reason for you to, like, sideswipe somebody. You know, that's not a reason for you to, like, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a very, very touchy thing for me. Sponsored by Ocean Spray. I am not sponsored by. I will never have a fucking sponsor of any kind. But, yeah, back to reality. I will never have a sponsor. I will never ever fucking have a sponsor, man. Like, I'll just have me, sponsoring myself. I gotta turn on night. I gotta turn this on. Night shift. I gotta turn on night shift. I gotta turn on night shift. Oh shit, what's going on here? Adam by Adam Man. Hey man, I came across this channel when I was binging Deller TTS compilations. I want to say I love your reactions to them. Dude, honestly, fucking thank you for that. Like, actually, that is what I need. That is what I absolutely love, is having people telling me about stuff, like, I love when people love the stuff that I do. And it makes me feel that, it makes me feel like, it's not just me that appreciates doing the stuff that I like to do, It makes me feel that, there's other people out there that have the same interests as me, and I could connect with people and, stuff like that. And I don't feel so alone by doing something that I like to do. There's other people out there that like to do the same things. So, dude, honestly, Adam, thank you so much for that shit. But yeah, just in case you are new, which it sounds like you are, this is actually the very first episode of the Terrestrial talk show. This is basically it. This is pretty much what my channel is going to be moving forward. As I have said, the reaction videos are pretty much gone. I don't think they're ever coming back, because I have other things that I would like to do with my life on YouTube, and other things that I aspire to achieve. And I think best thing to do would just be take any reaction videos I do have, put them on a separate channel where everybody could go over and watch them, just so as like the first documented things on the internet of me, and let people know that that's who I once was and where I am now, and also have like live streams around that channel as well, and have this channel specifically for music production, and honestly, fuck it, just do the talk show episodes here. You know what I'm saying? Because that could end up being something, but yeah, I mean, like, I'm probably gonna like call it quits next few minutes. But yeah, I hope you guys have been fucking enjoying this shit. Yeah, this is kind of just like the start of everything, and I love it. I love being able to do things. Like, I love being able to do something that I know that I could enjoy doing, because then, it takes that tension off of like, okay, I finally have found my niche. I know where I stand. I felt like I found a home, like, and that's kind of what, I've been struggling to do the past few years on the internet. And I'm glad that, like, I finally know what it is that I can do, and what I fucking, I want to dedicate my life towards, you know, I will, I will die doing this. And, I know I'm stalling a lot, but like, I'm really tired. And I've been going like almost 2.5, I've actually been over 2.5 hours of me talking nonstop. And this is actually the same microphone that I have been using to record reactions with for basically the past 3 years. This microphone has been a fucking trooper, and I will obviously keep it as a backup. Excuse me. But with that being said, obviously there's upgrades to be made with music production, trooper, and dude, it is a fucking trooper, man. This shit's been going on for like 3 years. This microphone has been doing this shit every week for the past 3 fucking years. It's the USB microphone that you've always seen me holding or having in like a mic stand or something. That's the microphone I'm talking about. The OG. The OG microphone. Because it is a fucking OG. It is... pouring out for the homies. Ow, motherfucker. Stupid bitch. Fucking foot's hurting and shit. But yeah. So, I'm going to call it here. Yeah, 4 a.m. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Because I've been going on for over 2.5 hours now. But yeah, everybody... that's here. Welcome to the fucking Terrestrial talk show. And this is basically what it's going to be. I mean, I'm also going to be posting videos of, Bentley and Bella and like, all random shit that's happening. And, if I ever, get the chance to, thank you, Adam. Holy shit. Like if I ever get the chance to be able to record anything new or like cool, obviously I'm going to do that, but other than that, this is it. I'm kind of done with the gaming videos. I'm kind of done with the fucking, I'm completely done with reactions. Like I'm moving on from that. Yeah, reactions are never coming back. Out with the old, in with the new, folks. Welcome to ET. Welcome to the Terrestrial talk show. And I hope you guys all have a fucking good night's sleep. I'm tired. I have to get up in the morning for work. And I hope that this, I hope this was, W in the chat. Like, I hope this, I hope this was good. I fucking loved doing this first episode. I wanted to have my pops, I wanted to have my dad on here with me for the first episode, but, like, he you know, like everyone's doing their own thing. I'll get them on here soon. You know, I'll get my mom or somebody on here soon eventually. But, you know, yeah. So yeah. I'm fucking tired. I'm parched as well. Like I'm yeah. I'm fucking parched. You know, I'm thirsty, but I gotta piss. Uh, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm out for real. I will catch you guys Thursday, Friday of this week with another talk show episode. We'll probably have like back-to-back days of this. And good fucking night. I love you guys. Catch me. And that's another thing too. I need to make a consistent schedule for the live streaming. I need to have like a posted schedule. So yeah, I will see you guys Thursday and possibly Friday. And September this month, expect to get my demo tape sometime within the next month. So there's that. Be ready for that shit. It's coming. I just got done with the song today. So there you go. All right. Love you guys. See you guys on Thursday.